Welcome back, guys, to another YouTube video. We're over here at my boat, well, at the motor, obviously. As y'all can see here on the gasket, I was wondering why these two holes were here. You know, I just shrugged it off my shoulder. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's supposed to be like that. No, it's not. It's supposed to have two bolts right here, and they're in there, but you're also supposed to be able to, it's supposed to be a bolt like that right here. It's broke in all the way back here, two of them. I was wondering, why is it leaking? Because it's got a small leak right over here where that gasket, I guess that's a gasket. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name, but yeah, this right here was leaking. I was trying to figure out why is it leaking, because it looks fine. Looks like there's nothing wrong with it. And then my grandfather came over and I asked him, well, the first thing he saw was this, that there was two missing. That's why it's not staying tight all the way over here on this side. That's why it was leaking. So I gotta get a fitting. It's like a little piece of metal pipe that fits in there, so I can get it's a certain type of like drill bit that you're supposed to stick in there and drill it to be able to loosen up that bolt, that broken bolt in there, and take it out. I'm gonna do it for these two, and then after that we gotta get bolts and then put them in. So hopefully my grandfather comes by, because he's got the tools to do all that. I personally don't have the tools for that. So hopefully he comes by and we can start working on that today. I would like to get it done today, because I'm supposed to be taking this booger out Monday, and I'm gonna film the whole boat, all the rides, see how it runs. Guys, this thing has not touched the water in over a year. As y'all been following, I've been doing a restoration on this boat. Now, I haven't been doing too many videos about it. I just haven't been feeling up to it. I made a couple, and as y'all can see, since I got time, and I'm finally feeling up to it to make a video about it now. But that's what I have to do, is get those two broken bolts out, make sure everything else is good before we add the new bolts. Probably take this whole thing off, check it, see if everything's all right, then put it back together, and then put the two new bolts in. But yeah, as of right now, since he's not here, I'm gonna go around and checking everything and seeing if it's all good. This looks good. This is good. Let's see. See, at first, I thought the bolts that were loose were the motor mount bolts, which, well, not loose, but I was told that they were stripped on where the bolts screw into. So I unscrewed one at a time to see if the bolts threads were messed up, and then I looked into where the bolt goes into those threads. The motor mount threads are fine. They're good. I checked every one. This one, there's 4 here, but I haven't checked these little ones. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was the motor mount bolts. No, it's these two right here. So I got to go into here and get those broken ones out. So currently we're just gonna go around. Okay, and that looks maybe important, maybe not. It might be just a cover. Probably get a new one. Yeah, I can get a new one, and that's not gonna be too much. That's gonna be an easy fix. But I'm gonna go around checking and looking at everything. before anything else sneaks up behind me. We had fixed this. We thought I needed a whole new fuel pump, but what it was is the O-ring. As you can see right here, we put a bigger one, just a little bit bigger, not too big, and just tightened it down, and it doesn't leak at all. Ooh, there's a little crack right there. I'm gonna check up on that, take this off, and see how it looks, because I don't want any. This is the rubber of the hose getting into the fuel. I mean, there is a filter, and this right here, and there is a filter, but I just want to make sure that the hose right here isn't clogged or anything. So I'm gonna be taking all this off probably later on. But looks like so far, may or may not need a starter, which the starter's fine. It's just probably I didn't have enough cranking amps, which it was running on 250 crank amps on the battery. Now I have, if you can see, I have 1,000 crank amp battery in here now, a Marine crank amp battery, and it's been cranking fine as long as it's got fuel in it. And obviously, so with how old this motor is a 1975. It is an Evinrude. It's 4 Evinrudes put together. Because the person who owned it before me, there was a 40 on this boat. And he took 4 Evinrudes, built them. So as you can see, there's different sections. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Took 4 different Evinrudes and just made one. So he rebuilt all of this. The whole motor, all this down here, I can't remember the name, the transom, which I didn't know much at all, a little bit about Evinrudes, which when I first got it, I was also looking to see where is there a P hole. It's like, I don't see a P hole. I see these 2 holes. I was like, maybe this is the P holes. And I kept looking around for hours, for a couple of days, still looking around. And then I did some research on Evinrudes. Old Evinrudes like this, their P holes are going to be these 2 holes right here, which is the exhaust. And we hooked up the ears. We were trying to figure out why isn't it sucking up water. So we took the lower unit off. Lower unit. Once we took the lower unit off, we looked at the water pump. Water pump was completely fine, so we put it back together. Well, actually, no. Sorry, speaking too fast. It wasn't all right. As y'all saw in the, the first and the second about the motor. It needed a gasket, so it was leaking because it didn't have a gasket for the water pump. So I took care of that, put a gasket, and we went and talked to a guy. We brought this to him, talked to a guy about the water pump, because what I thought, and the person who helps me, which is my dad and my grandfather, we thought that where the drive shaft goes in, where the water pump goes in to the drive shaft, there was a hole and there was a gap around it. And when we hooked the ears up, that the water was coming right out there and not out where the water's supposed to come out. We thought, okay, yeah, that's the problem. So we got to try and fix that. But before we did any of that messing with it anymore, we went over and talked to somebody, and they said that's how the old school Evinrudes run. And they were, so I was like, okay, if that's not going to work. And the ear, so we kept trying the ears, didn't work. We have to submerge all of this under underwater. So we had to get a big 55-gallon drum, stick it in there, fill it with water. And as soon as we did that, we started it. And right after we let it idle for, what, less than a minute, gave it some gas, and then both these holes started peeing. It's a project. It's a project that takes a while. Takes a while to restore a boat. Which, you know, kind of started stressing me out and stuff like that. Wait a minute. What is this? I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Good thing I was looking around. What is this for? Does it go here? Oh, it does go here. Oh! It moves all of this. Wait a minute. I don't think that's supposed to... I want to see something. Oh, that's for the throttle. Oh, hang on. I'll be right back. All right, guys. We are back, and I'm having to figure out what's supposed to go here. So if y'all can post in the comments, and to help me figure out what goes here, I'm also going to do some research. Look up some YouTube videos to see how to fix that. But yeah, I just noticed this. So when I push the throttle forward, all that's supposed to move forward. I don't know if y'all can see. And back. And it doesn't do anything except for all the rods and stuff move. They all move except for that top one, which is supposed to give it gas. Oh, there we go. Now I can zoom my camera in. It wouldn't let me before. Can I zoom out? Yeah, there we go. But no, I'm gonna figure out how to fix that. Top priority right now is to get these done. Not gonna be able to do it today. Probably not gonna be able to do it tomorrow either. Gonna be too busy, so now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna have to leave it on hold for now. But well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.